polar plot. Nyquist plot is similar to polar plot. Nyquist plot is similar to polar plot. I will draw an example. So this is x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. Already we know that polar plot, one example I will take. Okay, I will assume the polar plot is like this. I will assume the polar plot is like this. Okay. Now what I have to do, inverse polar plot, opposite, mirror image with respect to x-axis I have to do. Mirror image with respect to x-axis I have to do. Give the arrow mark outward. Dotted line, give the arrow mark outward. Okay. So what I am doing, it is starting from positive y-axis, ending in the third quadrant. Starting, it is, arrow mark is opposite. What I am telling, arrow mark is opposite. It is starting from, okay, because this is called inverse polar plot. Inverse polar plot. Okay, only polar plot we discussed what is the rule. This is polar plot I have drawn. Now mirror image with respect to x-axis is the dotted one I have done. And now the arrow mark is inside out. Okay, polar plot, it is outside to in. Inverse polar plot, it is inside out. Okay, now we have to join the heads and join the tails. We have to join the heads and join the tails. If you see here, at the origin you are having head. Okay, you can join them like this. You can join them like this. And here the extremes, they are tails. You can join them like this and give continuation in the arrow mark. Give continuation in the arrow mark. And now it will be a continuous graph. Okay, it will be a continuous graph. This is called Nyquist plot. This is called Nyquist plot. Okay, so what all it consists, what all Nyquist plot consists, there is a long procedure for drawing this plot. I am not going with all the steps required for drawing the Nyquist plot. So it contains polar plot, okay, plus inverse polar plot, plus join the heads, plus join the tails. 4 parts are there. 4 parts are there. You open any textbook, any problem, they will be drawing 4 different steps and it will come as a closed structure. Only then we can call it as a Nyquist plot. Okay. In general, polar plot, Nyquist plot is same. We are telling polar plot and Nyquist plot has same properties, like same everything. But polar plot is for open loop transfer function. We can tell about the stability. Nyquist plot with the open loop transfer function, we can tell the stability of closed loop system. Okay. With the open loop transfer function, we can tell the closed loop system stability. That is the advantage in Nyquist plot. Nyquist plot contains 4 sections. Polar plot is simply one section, and inverse polar plot plus joining the heads, joining the tails, that 4 sections together is called Nyquist plot. We are in the offline classes, we used to deal at least one full problem. Okay, but in online classes, anyway, we cannot ask any questions. So just I will go accordingly without dealing with the long answer in Nyquist plot, how to draw the 4 sections and all. Okay, I will go with respect to online points, whatever required in this topic, Nyquist criteria. Now, this is called encirclement. In polar plot, we have seen enclosed. Okay, in polar plot, we have used the terminology enclosed. In Nyquist plot, we will be using the terminology encircled. Encircled means it will be shading like this, there will be shading like this, and here you can see A is covered inside the shading, B is outside the shading. Okay, the shaded regions in figure 2 and figure 3 are the regions enclosed by the path. Shading means enclosed. With reference to figure 2, the point A is enclosed by closed path and B is not enclosed. With reference to figure 3, point A is not enclosed, B is enclosed. Okay, B is enclosed because shading is called enclosed. In the slide, diagrams are representing enclosed. Okay, in this slide, diagrams are representing enclosed. Encirclement. Encirclement means a point is said to be encircled by a closed path if it is found inside the path. With reference to figure 1, you can see there is no shading required for encirclement. Okay, no shading. Shading is not compulsory. Shading is not compulsory. We are calling it as encirclement. If at all shading is there, we will call it as enclosed. Okay. Now point A is encircled and point B is not encircled in figure 1. Okay, in figure 1. That is about encirclement. First figure talks about encirclement. First figure talks about encirclement. Second figure and third figure talks about, okay, enclosed. Enclosed talks on enclosed. Okay. This is the difference of the 3 diagrams. Now you can say A is encircled, B is not encircled, but A is encircled in clockwise direction. Direction is also very, very important. Now coming to figure B, A is enclosed, B is not enclosed. Figure 3, B is enclosed, A is not enclosed. Okay, very easy to remember. Now there are some more points. This is what we are discussing over here. I have moved to the slide by looking at one point. This encircled, what we mean by encircled. Okay, whether the encirclement is clockwise or anti-clockwise. All this play important role in Nyquist criteria. Okay, we can determine the closed loop stability with the help of G of S. G of S is open loop transfer function. G of S is open loop transfer function. Nyquist plot can tell the stability of open loop system as well as closed loop system. How? Polar plot is a subdivision of Nyquist plot. So polar plot can tell open loop stability. Now all the 4 sections together is called Nyquist plot, and Nyquist plot can tell closed loop stability. That is how Nyquist plot can tell both the open loop and closed loop stability. Now the only formula for online exam, okay, we need the only formula for online exam we need is this equation 1. Capital N equal to P minus Z. Capital N equal to P minus Z. Okay. So P is nothing but open loop transfer function poles. Z is nothing but closed loop transfer function poles. P is open loop transfer function poles. P is closed loop transfer function poles. Okay. And then capital N is nothing but P minus Z. Capital N is nothing but P minus Z. Now I have given in the previous class the example. In previous session I have given example how to calculate what is open loop poles and what is closed loop poles. If given G of S is present, denominator will give the open loop poles. Unity feedback means we will calculate the closed loop transfer function as G of S by 1 plus G of S H of S. G of S by 1 plus G of S H of S. After calculation, that denominator will give the closed loop poles. Okay. Now, this is nothing but on RHS, how many open loop poles are there? On RHS, how many closed loop poles are there? RHS is very, very important. Okay. So how many poles are there on RHS of the open loop transfer function and closed loop transfer function? After finding that, we can tell whether the system is stable or not. Okay. So here P represents open loop poles on the RHS and Z represents closed loop poles on the RHS. Okay. Now I will go with the problem and explain to you. I will go with the problem and explain to you how to deal with the single formula we are having in Nyquist plot. Single formula we are having with Nyquist plot. Okay. Now, this is our question. Figure shows the Nyquist plot. Okay. So there is some straightaway joining at the head and tail. You need not worry about that. Whether the encirclement is happening for the critical point -1 plus J0. Okay. So we are dealing with whether encirclement is happening for, okay, encirclement is happening for -1 plus J0. This is called critical point. Okay, -1 is happening for -1 plus J0 is encircled or not. Okay, in Nyquist plot, we will concentrate whether -1 plus J0 is encircled. Okay, without shading. Now this is our first question. I will go with this. I will come to this later. Now this is our first question. Figure shows the Nyquist plot of the open loop transfer function G of S H of S of a system. Okay, so G of S H of S, we have done the diagram. G of S H of S has one right hand pole. Then what about the closed loop system? Okay, so it is given open loop transfer function and it is having one pole on RHS. Okay, open loop transfer function, poles are represented by P and the value is given as one pole on RHS. One pole on RHS, P value completed. Okay. Now from the diagram, what we understand, -1 plus J0 point, it is encircled once anti-clockwise direction. Okay. It is encircled one time. Encircled one time. And what is the direction? In anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. Okay. The thing is, the formula n equal to P minus Z, n equal to P minus Z, if it is positive, then encirclement will happen in anti-clockwise direction. Encirclement in anti-clockwise direction for the critical point. Critical point is always -1 plus J0. Okay, direction for -1 plus J0 point. Okay. If the final value n equal to negative, final value n equal to negative, then encirclement will happen in clockwise direction. Encirclement will happen in clockwise direction for the point -1 plus z0. For the point -1 plus z0. This formula you have to remember, very, very important. This capital N, only single formula in the Nyquist plot. Okay, only single formula in the Nyquist plot. This is very, very important. You have to remember. N formula is P minus Z. If N value comes as positive, N value comes as positive, encirclement is anticlockwise. N value comes as negative, encirclement is clockwise direction. In our given question, encirclement is happening, okay, in given diagram. Already I have written here. Anti-clockwise direction, one time encirclement is happening. One time encirclement is happening, okay, in given diagram, as per given diagram, okay, as per given diagram, capital N value is positive and capital N value is 1, because one time anti-clockwise encirclement is happening, okay, anti-clockwise encirclement from the diagram, because anti-clockwise encirclement for the diagram, that's why I am assuming it is positive. Now 1 means they already it is visible in the diagram, okay, it is visible in the diagram, visible in diagram, one time anti-clockwise encirclement is happening, okay. So N value I calculated from capital from the diagram, N value I calculated from the diagram, okay. Now the conclusion is, okay, N value is +1, P minus Z value is +1, which means P value 1 and Z value 0. Z cannot be negative. We are counting how many encirclements in, how many poles, closed loop poles. Z is nothing but how many closed loop poles, okay. So we are giving count. Our height cannot be negative. Our weight cannot be negative. Length cannot be negative. Okay, likewise, the count, number of poles cannot be negative. Okay, so Z value cannot be negative. So Z value positive, and you have to put it in the formula P minus Z, and final N value should come. Final N value already from the diagram we have calculated. So from that N equal to 1, I am assuming, or I am finalizing P value 1 and Z value 0. Okay. So P value 1 already given in the question. P value 1 already given in the question. One right hand pole. Okay. Already given in the question. So P value equal to 1. P value equal to 1. So it is matching with the anti-clockwise encirclement. So this is matching with diagram, okay, encirclements in the diagram. This is matching with encirclements in the diagram, okay. So finally what we can conclude, system is stable. If they are matching, system is stable. If they are matching, system is stable. Option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer, okay. So I have number of problems in this. Only thing we have to calculate N value separately, and Z value, P value we have to calculate. Then either they are matching in the diagram and the calculation is matching or not. Based on that, we can tell whether the system is stable or unstable.